What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Namaste, Namaskaram, Ram Ramji, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you are new, make sure to subscribe down below, guys. Make sure 90% is not subscribed, so make sure to subscribe, guys. I'm gonna react to unique facts about Hinduism. This is part 2. I've done the first part, so let's check out this. Let's see how it is exactly, and if there is a fact that is wrong, I would love you guys to tell me in the comment section and correct one of these facts. But Hinduism, we all know, is the oldest religion and one of the peaceful religions out there. Let's check it out, and I'll comment on this at the end of the video. Let's go. The secret of human freedom is to act well without attachment to the results. Bhagavad Gita, one of the best books. One of the best books out there, you know. Hinduism.
In the history of mankind, many cultures have come and gone, but Hinduism has stood the test of time and has managed to spread all over the world. Despite being the world's third largest and oldest religion, many people are unaware of some of the basic facts about the religion. Welcome back to another episode of FTD Facts. My name is Leroy Kenton, and if you haven't seen part 1 in our Hinduism Facts series, I recommend checking it out and then coming back to this one. The link to that is down below. And now the question that I have for you before we get into all the facts is, what comes to mind when you hear the word Hinduism? Is it all the gods? Is it India? Is it yoga? Let me know down below. Now the term dharma, which means righteousness, artha, which means money, kama, that means the right desire, and moksha, meaning salvation, make up the 4 main life goals of Hinduism. The goal of life in Hinduism is to attain salvation, or moksha. Self-realization and freedom from the cycle of death and rebirth is the final goal. In Hinduism, there's also the belief in a circular concept of life rather than a linear concept of life. Time is divided into 4 ages: the Satya Yuga, the Golden Age of Innocence, Treta Yuga, Dwapara Yuga, and Kali Yuga. In Hindu cosmology, it's believed that the universe is created and destroyed in a cycle of every 4.32 billion years. Quite interestingly enough, that also does coincide with many scientists and in their beliefs of the date of this earth. Although that is way in the realm of speculation, it was just interesting to note the 2 similarities here. Okay, so let's move on to the major books of Hinduism. We have the Vedas, Ramayana, Bhagavad Gita, 18 Puranas, and the Mahabharata. Now, the Vedas are the central book in Hinduism. Lord Brahma is credited with the composition of the Vedas, which were passed down from the great sages to their disciples. There are 4 Vedas: the Rig Veda, Yajur Veda, Samaveda, and the Atharva Veda. The Mahabharata, one of the major religious texts in Hinduism, is also the longest epic poem in the world and is also described as the longest poem ever written. The longest version of the Mahabharata consists of over 10,000 shlokas, or 200,000 individual verse lines. About 1.8 million words in total, the Mahabharata is roughly 10 times the length of the Iliad and the Odyssey combined. Now, as you know, in our world today, gender equality is a huge topic. So let's talk a little bit about gender equality in Hinduism. Well, in terms of gender equality with their gods, Hinduism is perhaps the only religion which boasts of an almost equal number of male and female deities. And in Hinduism, deities of both gender are worshipped with equal passion. Also, Hinduism is one of the few religions that does not consider the pursuit of wealth a sin. And if you guys are familiar with Hinduism, Lakshmi, the goddess of wealth, both material and spiritual, is a testament to that fact in Hinduism. Now guys, did you know that Hinduism promotes organ donation? The first example of organ donation in the world can be found in Hindu mythology. Sage Dadichi, who happily donated his bones so that Lord Indra could use them to create a weapon, the Vajra, to kill demons. For those of you who also may be familiar with plant-based treatments, Ayurveda, the plant-based medical treatment practice, has its roots from Hinduism. The largest Hindu temple in the world is surprisingly not in India. Really? So where is it? It's actually located in Angkor, Cambodia. Hinduism has spread
Cambodia.
across many countries over the years, especially in Nepal, Bangladesh, Myanmar, Malaysia, Cambodia, Indonesia, Thailand, and other Southeast Asian countries. The people following Hinduism around the world are approximately 1 billion people, which is about 14% of the world's population. That is a huge chunk of the population. And that concludes our second episode on Hinduism. Pretty short and sweet. Again, I do have the link below to part 1 if you haven't seen that already. If you're enjoying these videos, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe if this is your first time here, as well as come back every day, Monday to Friday. We post new videos then. So
right,
if you...
those were the facts that we got from this channel. From the videos that I've created before, some of you were telling me that, oh, you know, this is wrong, you know, he got this wrong. So if there is one that is wrong there, please make sure to tell me in the comment section, and we can correct one another when it comes to this. But otherwise, they always say that is the longest poem. Is it what, Ramayana or Mahabharata? But it's not. It's something in their history, and it's a major part in Indian history. These things, they did happen, right? So for people to say that it's a poem and all that, it doesn't really, you know, like settle well with Indian people, with those who are in Hinduism and all that, you know. And Hinduism is a way of life. People have to actually grasp this, you know. There are people who are under Hinduism and they don't, you know, like worship the gods, but they practice Hinduism. Do you get this? They practice Hinduism, right, as the way of life, as it is. That is a major part. That part is so important to understand. And other parts, he talked about how there is, you know, even the female gods. In Hinduism, they respect a lot of things. Nature is important. Animals are important. And people sometimes, they mistake these as and they say maybe you know, Hindus, they do worship animals, they worship cows, they respect them, and they see a cow as a mother figure for what it does, for what it brings to the table. And you know, there's a lot of things that are included in this. But I will say this: Hinduism, it is peaceful. It is one of the oldest, or it is the oldest religion in the world, right? And right now, I think it is the second or third largest in the world. So when people say Hinduism, for me, because I now know what it is, man, you know, yoga doesn't come in my mind first. It is, what comes in my mind is way of life. What comes in my mind is, you know, let's say I can even think of, you know, Shiva, Brahma, you know, the gods, the trio, the first ones. You know, what comes to my mind is the Vedas, is the Bhagavad Gita, you know, and just a perfect way of life. Anyway, you guys, tell me what you think in the comments section down below. I would really love to hear your thoughts, what you think, and all that. Otherwise, much love. Take good care of yourselves, and I'll see you next time. Take care. Peace.